Let's talk about San Diego Comic-Con, a very big convention. In fact, it's where most of the big announcements are made for just about any franchise. The future of Marvel movies was just announced there the other day. Nothing that really got me excited. They even announced a new Daredevil show with Charlie Cox and the guy who played Kingpin. And while I think that's great, it's still going to be a Disney Plus show, which makes me think it's going to be awful. So we'll see. As far as Marvel, I'm just kind of washed up with it. It's been so much. There's been so much, and so much of it has been bad. Phase 4 has been awful, but that's not what we're here about. For all purposes, this is kind of like the king of geek cons, just because there's so much star power there and so much that's announced there. Like they announced, which will probably be a good movie, John Wick 4. They announced it there. Keanu Reeves was there. Everybody likes Keanu Reeves, so, I mean, that's pretty cool. If you were there, you got to go potentially ask him a question if you stood in line for Q&A, which happens at, like, the end of every panel. But a lot of people are upset with the convention right now. In fact, the convention is trending, or at least caused something to trend. And that is when they announced this. San Diego Comic-Con at Comic-Con. See, it's the biggest one. They have Comic-Con as their handle. Filipinx Voices in Pop Culture was a fun and educational all-Filipinx panel discussing Filipinx influences behind your favorite media. Edward S. Like, did you have to say it 3 times? I mean, couldn't you just say Filipino or Filipina? I mean, Filipino itself is gender neutral, which is what this is about. It's about making Filipinos gender neutral. This doesn't go over well, and it's not going over well now. I like how they put it in there 3 times, though. I think that's funny. Nothing wrong with doing this panel. It's just, why don't you just say Filipino? And the reason I'm talking about this is because it's woke white people that push this term. Most of them are college educated from some kind of social studies science, and they all push this big time. I know it doesn't work because Latinos don't like it either. Many Latinos say Latinx offends or bothers them. Here's why. And as I've paused it here, you can see only 2% Hispanics use term Latinx. They don't like it. And the Democrats have tried to push this word big time. They don't like it. And it's funny. And what I like to use as an example is if nobody likes using this, why do they keep using it? And that's because woke white people want to push it to make themselves feel more important. They're making a difference. This is a good thing. Even they don't like it. It's still them like oppressing, which is kind of ironic because they're supposed to try and be like woke and, you know, we're here to listen to you, but they're not listening to them at all. They don't like, I've done multiple videos on this. Hispanics don't like Latinx at all. In fact, it greatly offends them. Big time. And now they're trying to do it with Filipino. So San Diego Comic-Con, and I guarantee you, woke white person runs this Comic-Con account. I promise you they do. Probably makes the decisions at Comic-Con as well. And they put this out there, and the comments are not flattering. Lowell putting that X anywhere they want nowadays, huh? I can't wait till human becomes humanix. One person says, love it. This person says, you're the only one. Literally. Got ratio too. And, yeah, see, full of shicks right here. Now, the thing is, I don't know who's actually Latino on here. Here's one right here. Translate to, please help me. Says, I'm selling. Okay, never mind. Trying to sell stuff. But just about all these comments are negative to this. And I'm not surprised. As a Filipino myself, Please don't call us Filipinx unless we specifically ask to. Filipino is already a gender-neutral term. We're not Filipino either, or Filipino either. Just please avoid calling us that. Here's one right here. Love that Filipino voices are being represented at Comic-Con. One thing, Filipino is already a gender-neutral term. So please, stop trying to make Filipinx happen. It's not going to happen. Filipino is already gender-neutral. Please don't call us Filipinx. Filipino is already gender-neutral term. Filipinx is not a thing. People aren't happy about this. All the comments on this are like that. Every comment is trashing. What is this Filipinx? Filipino is already gender neutral. Languages in the PH have no gendered words, so please stop this labeling. Never say Filipinx again. Stop inventing words. Stop using Filipinx. It is insulting and irritating. We don't use that word. We don't like to use that word. Use Filipino. And then here's another one. Stop colonizing our language. We are Filipinos. This term is already gender neutral. We don't even have the letter X in our language. How are we supposed to spell this? It's fake progressiveness. Yes, of Westerners. It's only Westerners that do this shit. I want to point that out. And people are so upset about it that it's actually trending right now. People are talking about it. I'd rather be called a racial slur than Filipinx. Do you see that? That's a real comment. Real comment. I'm glad fellow Filipinos are out there, but Filipinx, Filipinos already gender neutral, same as our pronouns. And like literally, and it's all because of the SDCC thing. See here? This guy right here, put it in his thing, Filipino with a capital O. Literally, do not call me this. Very upset. They don't like this. And they're 100% right. It is colonizing their language. You got a bunch of woke white people going in there and trying to say, okay, well, this is what you're going to use now. Because I guarantee you the people that originated this Filipinx thing were woke white people. They were not Filipino. Maybe I'm wrong. I highly doubt I am. So, yeah, you see, as you can really see, Filipinx is accepted as a slur. They don't like it. Latinos don't like Latinx, and Filipinos don't like Filipinx, or however you say it. They don't like it. Stop trying to change people's languages. Anyway, I just thought this was funny and wanted to share it with y'all. Let me know what you think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. They're usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.